This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. George Roach, the CEO of Premier African Minerals, joins us on Stockbox to talk about the RNS release today, the granting of an exclusive prospecting order on Zulu, Lithium and tantalum. George, it's great to be talking to you again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. And it's good to chat to you as well. It's a good day. It's a good day for us and it's a good day for Premier. I think it's a good day for Zimbabwe as well.
Great. Well, let's talk about it then. Can you surmise in your own words the RNS today?
Yes, the application for this extended area that included the Zulu claims has been a while coming, but at least it's now done. And together with a lot of other EPOs for that matter in Zimbabwe, which I think is great news generally and sends a very good signal that Zimbabwe is seriously opening up and is open and wants to see much stronger exploration activity in the country. Contained within the area that we applied for are a couple of other known LCT pegmatites, lithium, cesium, tantalum pegmatites that are known. They're not necessarily the be-all and the end-all of all the pegmatites, all the LCT pegmatites that we're going to find in the area. We think that there's great upside beyond whatever upside we see at Zulu, beyond what is known within the area and on strike. I think it's going to be quite an intensive and very rewarding exploration exercise in terms of expanding the resource base, which is one of the things we'll do over the next couple of years. So just on the resources and exploration side, if I can just stick to that for a moment, the area has got one or two other occurrences that are interesting. There are some historic small gold mines that have operated within the area, and I think one of them still is home to a couple of hundred illegal miners. No one's very close to where we are. Those have kind of been out of our reach in advance of being granted the EPO. So there is that as well that we will be looking at, and we will see what comes out of that. And then coexistent with a lot of gold in Zimbabwe is scheelite. It's one of the tungsten minerals. It's quite extensive. And there are reports of molybdenite as well. And we have some moly that we have identified in the previous work and previous drillings at Zulu. So from an exploration perspective, it looks like a very interesting and prospective area, which should be very rewarding to do. But more important than that is the strong movements and the increasing demand for high-grade spodumene concentrate at 6%, is obviously the target. And Prem's path forward with Zulu has been very clearly laid out a couple of years ago, and it hasn't changed. The next step in this process is that we will complete a definitive feasibility study. We previously, in completing our scoping study, did not identify any particular problems, no red flags, nothing of any particular difficulty associated with it. The scoping study costing was well within industry norms. There was nothing untoward in any way. In fact, it was encouraging all round. So as we progress into the DFS, we are including with that more resource drilling to change our resource from generally inferred up into indicated in areas. We have some additional areas that we've uncovered in the meantime that are not part of the 20-odd million ton resource we've already declared. So extending that resource and increasing both the confidence and the size I think is going to flow fairly easily during the DFS process that we'll be going into now. Do you want me to carry on, or do you want to ask some questions? I'm kind of dominating this mic of yours for the moment.
That's a great summation there of the RNS, and the market seems to like it very much. You said yourself it's a great day. So what does this mean for the future of Premier then?
Well, it means that our Zulu Lithium deposit, that I have always believed to be a world-class deposit, is starting to get the recognition that it deserves. I was glancing earlier today at some comparables, some other known spodumene deposits and so on and so forth elsewhere in the world. And I think that as we go forward into this DFS program with a little bit of additional resource drilling, that we're going to see the size of the Zulu resource increase dramatically. I know that there is strong interest in supporting us in concluding the DFS and then in subsequent mine construction. While we have been waiting for the EPO to be granted, there have been a number of discussions in the background, all related to this, and most of them have been conditional on getting the EPO done. Well, the EPO is now done. And those discussions, those various letters of intent, whatever it might be, that have sat in the background, all with this EPO condition tied into them, well, that's gone. And now it's going to be a case of determining exactly how and which one and which route we're going to take. I think I should say that Prem is concerned with trying to ensure a long-term and a financed future for RHA as we go forward. So we are looking to secure partial takeoff agreements very quickly for a portion of what we will produce. We are in some negotiations that indicate funding, both for mine construction and some assistance in funding on the DFS work would be made available. And really, this thing kind of only happened this morning. So over the next couple of days, there's going to be some pretty hectic discussion leading to a very early decision, I hope, that I can come back to the market with and just say, well, that's the way we're going forward.
That would be great. I look forward to talking to you again about that. Just one final point, and you mentioned it earlier, but it also says in the RNS about the intention of the Zimbabwean government is to build Zimbabwe into a $12 million mining economy by 2023. That's only 2 years away. That's pretty significant, isn't it?
I think that is significant. I think it's a great statement that the Zimbabwean government is making. I think that there is an opportunity, there is a huge opportunity to bring back a lot of historic mining, to expand on it. I think that there's as much that as there is developments such as Zulu. And I mean, not just Zulu, we have another small tungsten mine at RHA, and we're very, very close to being able to take a decision on that as to whether or not to put that back into production. So a lot of work being done other than just on one or two public projects. There are a lot of others in Zimbabwe, and there are a lot of other people very concerned and conscious about helping to make Zimbabwe meet that objective.
Okay. Well, it's great to hear that, because I know when we've spoken before, George, you've kind of alluded to the fact that this is kind of a refresh and a starting again of Prem, and it certainly seems that to be the case, and I'm sure we'll be talking again very soon. But for now, George Roach there, the CEO of Premier African Minerals, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.